Yeah. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Chrissy from FootPrint here. Sorry for the delay in starting. I'd love to be able to blame James, but it's really my own fault. I was watching a show and yes, he came and interrupted the last few minutes of it, but I could have turned it off beforehand. Just in a couple of minutes, don't panic if the camera goes off. James, you know, he's camera shy and he's bringing me in a coffee I really, really need. So, and yeah, so apology to my members. Last week I was going, you know, I had a members only live. I was going to do life interrupted intentions and I didn't end up doing the members only live as normal. So I will be doing a longer one tomorrow. Okay. And yeah, so apologies for that. Interesting happenings this week. If you are in Florida, I hope you are safe. With High Constance Campbell, with Hurricane Milton, and I think there's another hurricane forming somewhere too, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I'd have to check. Yeah, hi Sean Miller. You know, I haven't seen you and Constance in a while, so welcome back. I've had a late start today. I was watching a countdown of the top 10 tweets. So hi Bonnie Russell. Again, if you're in Florida and all that, bless you. If you're watching this later, I hope you came through Milton okay, and please take care. All my lovely lurkers, thank you, and everyone who watches the videos at a later date, thank you. Yeah. So is there another hurricane on its way? Let's have a quick, I'm going to have a quick look. Things forward. $50 billion damaged. Tornadoes, flood, risk storm surge. Yeah. $16 people dead at least. Yeah. Hubby was making me a coffee, and yeah, Nadine, yeah. I'll have a look at. No, I need the caffeine, darling. I need the caffeine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, baby, thank you. Hang on. I'm just going to mute this for a minute. Hi, Shelby, Lisa. It's lovely to see your name there. I didn't think you were in the path of the hurricane, at least the biggest path, but I'm sure a lot of Florida felt some hiccup in weather. Okay, hubby's just coming through. You know, he's camera shy, so I'll just stop this for a minute, but you can still hear me. Okay. You're not on camera, darling.
Balance all this stuff.
I don't need the drink.
Well,
I've got something to try.
Bill?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you got some cookies, some
Just put
chocolate,
that down.
and that's for
Yeah.
Chocolate,
Here,
so-
I don't need that.
That's very hot. You speak that, you're going to burn yourself. Ah,
Okay.
leave this just a little bit of sharp for
Yeah.
Kitty.
Okay.
Or do you want it sharp?
It's shut so you can watch your telly.
Oh, thanks. And that laptop.
Okay.
Fancy.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for your patience and understanding on that. He really is very camera shy. If those who've been watching me for a while will remember the ghost. His efforts to not appear on camera. He brought me in. I have a savage headache, guys. So he's brought me in a cup of coffee, a couple of Bickies, and a painkiller for my headache. It's really bad. Otherwise, I wouldn't be taking it. So I'm just going to take a swig. Okay. Little swig of sugar-free lemonade. I like to have some around. It's just I don't drink it all day or anything. In fact, a bottle of that lasts me several days. But yeah, can't take another hurricane. Oh. Was there any damage to you? Where are you located? Habitable. Oh no. You need a new roof and put. Where were you in relation to the hurricane? Indian River County. Hmm. I'm getting a no, at least for me. Oh my goodness! Wow. Yeah. You yeah, were definitely within the swath, weren't you? Had lots of tornadoes. As long as you and your family are safe, and it's good that even though there's damage to your home, it is habitable. My niece is in North Carolina, in Canton near Asheville, and saw all the damage that was done in that area from Helene. She's okay. She and her family are okay and everything. But let's hope that you have time to get everything up and running. Yeah. Yeah. How are you finding the response? I have been suffering this week from the after effects of sunburn. Have a look. That's only part of it. This part of my back wasn't covered. Hi, Linda B. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Are you okay now? Have you been able to get some food in, Linda? How's your husband? It's a terrible time too, with your husband being sick and everything. It's just not the sort of thing you have to be dealing with, is it? You want to have to be dealing with. And your granddaughter is okay. Sometimes you think, what more can be thrown at us? Even, when things like this happen. So, is there going to be? I'm just going to ask my guide. Hi, Apple. Hi, I'm Steve. And Steve, aren't you in Florida too? So, Leslie's now tropical storm. Oh. Okay. Nadine's fizzled out before it became a cyclone or a hurricane. So, will you see the next 7 weeks, almost 2 months? Well, yeah. Will there be any chance of a stimulus check before the election? I was reading that and shuffling the cards, reading that question by Apple and shuffling the cards. And sorry, Apple, this is what's come out. Probably not. But that doesn't necessarily mean there's not going to be someone with. If these two hurricanes hadn't happened, it might have been a different story. But the resources that are needed are going to be needed. Means that a stimulus check is probably not going to happen. But that doesn't mean that a little bit in the future that there's not before the election at any rate. But around the corner, of course, with this card, one of the things about it is if you turn around the corner, there's the door to the church. And so perhaps after the election, there might be a chance of one. Will there be a chance of a stimulus check after the election, early in 2025? There you go. I asked the question, will there be a chance of a stimulus check? A chance? I didn't say. After the election, early in 2025, and this card came out, which is a good card for that. So at the moment, no. not before the election, but possibly after the election, expansion on charity. So yes, possibly there's a chance that there might be one after the election. Mm. Mm. From the time I was about 7 or 8, I grew up in North Queensland, cyclone territory. I know what you mean about it's just doing the prep as riding a bike. And our cyclone season is coming up. I always get a bit anxious. Not for myself, but for my family. Mm. Okay. Anybody got any questions? I was reading that Donald. Hi, Hugger. That Donald Trump is trying to delay. How he thinks it's going to delay the election, I don't know, but he's delaying putting in paperwork for transition. So because before the election, they both campaigns have to put in transition paperwork. I don't know if he thinks by not putting it in, they won't hold the election. That's just not true. But they are talking to the White House staff who handle the transition. And transition means getting clearances and things like that. So they have all the paperwork needed so that once the election is decided, they can go and get, all the clearances needed and stuff like that. Mm. Now, again, I said earlier when I opened up, apologies to my members. I was going to do a members only last week after I got back from members only live from the car boot sale where I set up a table. Went very well, got very, very sunburned. That's almost a week ago now. But life got in the way, some drama, and just didn't happen. So I will be doing a longer members only live tomorrow morning. Okay. So if you are a member, please come and join me. I usually get 1 or 2 people, but it'd be nice to have a few more come in and join. I do Oracle. Everyone who joins me in a members only gets an Oracle card read. Yeah, and I am working on trying to get in some more content from my members, okay? Trump acts like he is president, but he has no power yet, and he's, yeah. I haven't looked at newsfeed for today. Have a quick look. Polls are clear. Come up. Oh, well, don't rely on polls. There's always one thing to say. Civil war looms in Russia. Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov has declared a vendetta against 3 politicians from the North Caucasus region, raising fears in Russia, multi-ethnic conflict. First time in 50 years the Sahara has flooded. Sahara Desert. That's good. Okay. I know he's been telling Furfies about Biden's response and stuff like that, the hurricane lies. Hi, LF. All the lies that Trump is telling his supporters about what the hurricane response, what is and isn't getting done and stuff. Biden's been down there already. Lies he's been telling. Yeah. All the lies that Trump has been telling about the hurricane response. Yeah, he's feeling very, very insecure. The response is actually making him feel very insecure. Because here's the thing. In times like these with natural disasters, unrest in the Middle East, things like that, people tend to stay with the incumbent government. In this case, yes, it's not going to be Biden, it's going to be Kamala, but she's part of Biden's government. Trump is feeling very insecure. Are these lies going to negatively affect any of his supporters? Yeah, because a lot of his supporters are being caught up in this, and their sense of security is upset. Manipulation. They're going to be seeing is Trump yapping but not doing anything, and the Biden administration getting in there and helping. The Hierophant, and the words that went through my mind when I saw this card was lessons learnt. For some people, of course, look, there's always going to be this core group of people who Trump is, it. But there are others who, wow, lessons learned, big lesson learned with this. Not necessarily going to stop them from voting Republican, but the top of the ticket, they might put Democrat. Is he getting the Sharpie out again? I don't know. This question about his supporters, a big shift in their place in the world. In fact, this is, if you want the October surprise, these hurricanes are the October surprise. Big news story, and it affects both campaigns and the administration. But who's coming out of it worse? Well, it's definitely not the Biden campaign. There's some big shift and some big changes and some lessons learned. Yeah, look, he's still got 2 years to go. He is not going to get re-elected. He might even get primaried out. I'm not sure, but I don't think he can run again. DeSantis, DeSantis. So far, nothing has taken Trump down. Well, let's have a look. He's just going to fade away. Yeah, he's going to get taken down, sort of. But in the end, he's just going to have a death grip on my eye. I thought it was red in my eye there, but it's just a reflection. Going to be like a limpet. Nothing will get rid of it until it dies and drops off the bottom of the boat. But he was there for a lesson for America and other countries. This is what happens when you half-ass a system. And I'm not saying that, and this doesn't mean just America. I mean, it means like we've got a system set in place, the Westminster system, but even then it goes wrong occasionally. For instance, Robert Menzies was the Prime Minister for way longer than he should have been. We had nothing in place to put in term limits or anything. I'm just going to have a look. Sir Robert Menzies. The Prime Minister for Australia from 1949 until 1966. That is what? 17 years. Honestly, one man should not have been the Prime Minister of our country for so long. And we still have it in place that, you know, a person could serve that long as Prime Minister as long as their party keeps winning and he's still voted the head of the party. So, you know, it's, yes, we have the elections, but there are other changes that could happen too. So it's like all of the democratic thing, there's still so much that could be fixed within these systems, even though some are more secure than others. But it's not so much half-assing the system, it's not putting in the checks and balances that need to be there. And trust me, we've had some right dodgy people get away with being in power in Australia. Everywhere. And also internally within different parties, they have to not let the rot set in. But how do you do that? It's like, how do you know that by having somebody come in and be a member, they're going to lead to their admittance into a party is going to lead to so many years later something like Trump, you know? Okay. Okay, Steve's got 2016 anxiety. Don't blame you. Don't blame you. Is there any need to feel the what's called that's true. Gigi has come out and said you can all unite and manifest your benevolent outcome. A landslide win for Kamala and Tim. I think what they had was they were so concentrating on the west coast of Florida that, you know, they just ignored the bigger picture, Shelby. And there will be some changes coming from that. Now, is there any need? Will Kamala Harris and Tim Walz win? The Emperor, stability, that's a good sign. The Queen of Cups, lid coming off. What is a bit of a challenge? This is I'm reading the Queen of Cups, but I'm feeling like more emotional attachment. People unwilling to let go. That might be a challenge in some areas. The advice for Kamala and Tim: stay positive. Everything will be as it should. At the base of this reading, decisions, people's decisions. And also this issue with blind obedience. I've always voted this way, always will, regardless of whether I think they're a good person or not. It's because of what they are, not who they are. And that's not necessarily the best way to go. The outcome, renewal. Often this is Trump trying to renew, but the outcome here is a renewal of leadership, not necessarily Biden in this case, but the renewal of the Democratic leadership. Of course he will. Yeah, so we'll have a look. I'll have just another look at the coverage. And people were like, the East Coast and Orlando. It was like that's where coverage was mostly, but it didn't think to put people out into other areas. So will coverage of hurricanes improve so that more areas are covered in larger systems like this? Yeah, a lot of people were left unawares. They knew that Orlando was going to be hit. And they could see the picture, but yeah, there was some letdown from coverage. It's going to improve. This is not the first time that's happened. It's been a bit of a cyclical thing, and it's something that has to get addressed. So it's a challenge against it. For people coming out and talking and saying and telling their stories. This is like a family gathering where stories are told and news is caught up on, but in a more community sense. Improved coverage for these things. Yeah, people, the base of this not ideal coverage was people were so focused on Tampa, St. Petersburg, or Orlando that they failed to think, what about these other areas within the swath? They failed to get people out there out in the field. You guys could have been a bit more prepared then. Yeah, so a rethink, thinking outside the box. Yeah, a rethink, looking at the bigger picture more. There's going to be, this has to be a network change. But more people who write in and say you were covering this, this, and this, but our area, we got poor coverage and we had really no idea what was coming, even though we did everything we should. So it's definitely, they have lessons to learn. He won't. I think Biden might just have to do executive order for fund release if he won't call Congress back. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he won't call people in for fund release. That's political, not a smart move. Declare victory before the election. Oh yeah. Yep. He's going to want the count to be stopped at like midnight or something. He's going to start asking for it to be stopped. But even by midnight, will the result be clear by midnight on election day? No, not quite. will it be clear by the next morning? Oof. He's going to go, they stole it, they stole it, they stole it. Here it is. Stole the election, stole the election. He's going to start on it. Be things staying the same. So it could be, this is a maybe card. So, yeah. Anybody else got any questions? Okay, I have got getting some cards out. I have got my little Doreen Virtue angel therapy cards here. So who would like an angel therapy card? Put your hand up if you would like one. Yvonne White, hello. The divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. So, not everyone is parent of the year. And sometimes they stuff up. Sometimes they're a complete failure. Sometimes they stuff up. And for as much as they try, it's just, you know, not the best thing. Know that the angels are there to help healing if they're still around, in relationships that are still there, or into entering into a phase where realization of a few things and will help start maybe some healing that just you hadn't even realized needed to happen. Yeah. Shelby Lisa has asked, will the weather disturbance above South America develop into a hurricane? Quite possibly. There's a development cycle and it seems to maybe be heading into that. So quite possibly. Will it hit the US? If it does, I thought Texas. Quite possibly. Yeah, big disturbance in the US. Sort of Texas came to mind, in Louisiana. So we'll see. Hope that's wrong. And will Kamala win by more than 5 points? Will Kamala win by more than 5 points? Yes. Voss might be a little bit behind, but the ticket will win, yeah. Okay, Steve, you'd like a angel healing card. Chakra. Crown chakra. Pay attention to your ideas as they are messages of true divine guidance sent in answer to your prayers. So, if you've been pondering an idea, pay attention to it. Look into it some more. It is a very good idea. Linda B. Craft. They're both gone, Yvonne. That doesn't mean you still can't sort of work through some things. Sometimes they have to wait till those people aren't there anymore to work through them, because the healing has to come from within yourself. Okay, Linda B. Craft, you've got Earth Angel, darling. You are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. Yeah. That definitely makes sense with you. Love, you showed your granddaughter. It's set and the way you stood by her and fought for her, that set an example to others who opened themselves up more to the idea and grew in touch with themselves, because they realized from your example that they could be doing more, or that they so embrace and help others. So you are an example to others. Campbell. Like a card. If there's more questions, please ask them. Cut your cords. Cut your cords. Ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. Yeah, it is time to let some things go, Constance. I've had this conversation many, many times with somebody. You can't anchored. I haven't used that word, and perhaps it should be. You can't let yourself be anchored to happenings from so long ago that nobody else remembers them anymore. And it's time to cut that anchor chain, let that anchor drop. You will feel a weight lift off your shoulders. It is time to move on from it and not let it play a part in how you make decisions anymore. Okay, Constance? Thing says hello. Oh, hi, Thing. Hi, sweetheart. Pennsylvania. Will Pennsylvania be close, or will it be a big Kamala win? in Pennsylvania. Big yes. Have faith. She's gonna win in Pennsylvania. Quite big by the looks of this. Bit of a clarifier. Oh yeah. Victory, definite victory. So that is two major arcanas that say have faith, big definite victory in Pennsylvania for Kamala. Been thinking a lot about this. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. You're more than welcome, Yvonne White. Mm-hmm. Okay. Who else has got a question? Always reply if he says hello. Hey guys, can you just excuse me for a minute? I have to go to the toot. As my grandmother would say. I will be back in about 2 minutes. Okay. I'm on some new pills though. Hey. Me telling you to mind your language. Oh, it smells nice in here. That candle. Thank you. I had to do a comfort break. Oh, yeah. My grandmother used to call it that, the toot. T-O-O-T, toot. Yeah. Oh, yeah. My mum, when she she had this little, what we called the loo sprint. When she had to go to the loo, suddenly she'd get up and she'd, and I felt like, wasn't quite during my mum's loo sprint, but I definitely think it's going to be. The wives in Marga household, will there be a significant secret vote for Harris? I don't know. Because the thing is, I think it's the women who are more fanatical in the Marga, in the men. I think if there is going to be a secret vote for Harris from anywhere within the Marga group, it's probably going to come from the men. Don't think there's going to be that many Marga votes for Kamala from the women. Yeah. Yep, 17 thing. Don't do that to your mum again. Come on. It may have seemed like fun, but it was a dangerous situation. And don't do that to yourself again, okay? If you want to get out there and do something, join the local FEMA or whatever it's state emergency service we have here in Australia. Then you can get out there and you can, not just Margaret, they're evangelicals as well, and it's a bit of a dangerous mix. And I'm not talking about general Republican. I do think there's going to be quite a lot of Republican women voting for Kamala. In fact, a lot of Republican men too. I just don't think they're going to be talking about it. But that fanaticism that is in the core MAGA, it's women can be surprisingly vicious. Yeah. And they will stick by their guns no matter what, these fanatical MAGA women, even if it means losing people. MAGA is not going to form its own party. No, I just got that through my head. Join the Coast Guard. Well, that's a good thing to join. Serving your country. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, Steve, I'm not saying there aren't converted MAGAs out there. There are a lot. I'm talking about that real core group that will go down with him. There's not going to be any secret votes from women there, no. But let's have a look at Margaret as a whole. The future of Marga. Let's have a look at the future of Marga. I might get a different deck. Okay. Marga. Here they are, the typical 8 of Queens, so focused on their own agenda and all that they miss so much happening around them. The danger to them, they're missing all the danger signs. What's crossing them is strength. This is the strength of the American people. This is the strength of the system slowly setting things to right. Just crossing them. Just got a little bit of a blank on what's next in this spread. Sorry, guys, I just need to find the little book. Do I have the book there? Or here it is. Yeah, I just forgot. Yeah, expectations. Okay. So expectations for Marga. The expectation is transitions. They expect to come through this difficult time and move on with things. This is their expectations. Past experience is relevant to the future. The Hierophant. Conformity and their belief system is so indoctrinated in them. And it happened. What's so scary is that the indoctrination into Marga was so quick and seemingly so easy. So there's still some, I think they're really hoping that some of that moves forward with them into the future. That ease with which they were able to indoctrinate so many people. Recent influences with Marga. The Emperor, of course, he's stepping up, blah, 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 blah. That's Trump, and that's their view of Trump as their leader. And he opens his mouth and yaps, and they listen. But the immediate result, the Page of Cups, their heads are in the cloud. Definitely, that's the one that drew me. Heads in the cloud. They're not hearing the message. Sorry about that, guys. I seem to have buffered for a couple of minutes. Yeah, so back to the future of Marga. Their heads are in the clouds in the immediate aftermath. They won't let go, but they're really not, still young as an organisation, and they're not really prepared to deal with the messages that are going to be coming to them. They're going to lack inspiration. The outcome from Marga. Interesting. Recognition. They're going to want and possibly get recognition as an organisation in and of themselves. Maybe, but it's only the Nine of Cups. So they might get that. Hi, Jean W. But there's also the King of Wands crossing that. Well, there's no, and why is the King of Wands crossing it? I'm expanding on this further because there's no natural born leader within there. So they're going to try and they're going to think that they've won and that they'll be able to establish themselves as a real force in US politics. But there's no natural born leader. Do they have a long-term future? Queen of Pentacles reversed. No, because selfish, unkempt, materialistic, gold-digging, self-absorbed, envious, there's nothing there that will work in the long term. I'm giving them, they're not going to just pack up and go away quietly, but I'm giving them maybe 5 years and they'll be gone. What is Amendment 4 in Florida? Shelby? Jean W., welcome. If you've not been here before, if you have, welcome back. I'm just going to go a little bit longer today because I did start late. And also last week I finished a bit early. It's your first time. Well, welcome. Where are you? You just subscribed. Well, thank you very much. I hope you're enjoying what you're watching. Also, if you haven't had a card today I'm doing, and you want one, Doreen Virtue's Angel Therapy Oracle cards. Okay, it doesn't have a book with it, but they're really cute little cards and very self-explanatory. And if you'd like one, put up your hand and say card, please. You're in Boston. Okay, how's it going up there? Is it getting cool? Okay, card. Okay, so Now, I do a lot of political on this channel, but I also do, some card readings. 43 Fahrenheit. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, so Amendment 4 will get rid of that. Go Amendment 4. Promote it. Okay, Jean W., your angel therapy card today is manifestation power. There we go. Golden winged angel. Might be a bit of a moth, actually. I'll get into that later. Use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. Okay. So you are able to manifest really good outcomes. You have a gift for it. And you also understand that sometimes just wishing for it, you've got to do more. You can manifest it by setting something in motion, or sometimes it takes more than just closing your eyes and picturing it. But by closing your eyes and picturing it, you can also picture the way in which you need to do it. Now, geez, this reminds me of a moth. Now, that went through my head, and that means something, okay, when things go through my head like that. And that means that righteous thing is not necessarily what you should be manifesting towards, wanting to manifest towards. So in choosing to help yourself or help others, even helping others, just be careful you don't get distracted by the shiny light that could burn you. So if that makes sense. Little bit of discretion in how you choose to help others, okay? Because if somebody comes to you and say, I want you to help me manifest the big shiny light, or big shiny lights aren't, you can get singed from them. So a bit of discretion, especially if it's somebody else asking for your help. Because they might not be what they're promising might not be all that's there. Okay, so just use your caution. Okay. Hi, Anna Macedo. That's it exactly. Especially the ones who want the big shiny light and would rather go and ask somebody else's help who's good at getting things done. Don't let others take advantage of your gift for making things happen. Oh, Nana, if you'd like a angel therapy card, put your hand up, my darling. It's not really, no, I mean, it could be general. I mean, it could apply to relationships, but I'm thinking more career or the more worldly aspects, but also just yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but in all aspects. But I don't think you're the sort who wants the big shiny object for yourself all the time. Your big shiny object would actually not be that. It would be more gentle for yourself, a solid relationship, a loving partner, but it doesn't have to be ideal or perfect, because what does? Mm-hmm. Jazzy Dreamer, have you been with us before? You put your hand up, my darling, for a card. So I don't know if you're new or if you've joined us before. If you joined us before, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. Now, those of you who are new, I am in the city of Perth in Western Australia in the Southern Hemisphere. So it is 11:05 in the morning here. And yeah, so if you're on the East Coast, your daylight saving has ended. So I'm 13 hours ahead. So it should be about 10 p.m. on the East Coast of the US at the moment, where Jean W is in Boston. Jazzy Dreamer, what is your card? If you get nervous, focus on service. Okay. Interesting. Put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? And the law of attraction will automatically take care of your needs. I feel like this is at the core of who you are, Jazzy Dreamer. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Really at the core of who you are. You want to make the world a better place. But I feel like you've just gotten a little bit weary and a little bit lost. Yes, I am in Australia. And so you've lost your way a little bit in how you can do this. And you've gotten, yeah, just a little bit nervous and a little bit rattled with everything going on around us, with natural disasters, with wars, with heaven knows what else. Yes, it's, economic difficulties. It's not unusual to feel like I cannot help anymore. I can't, what good would my little will my efforts do? They're so little. Don't give up on yourself, Jazzy Dreamer. Okay. Every effort, no matter how small it may seem to you, or it makes a difference. Don't give up on your efforts to make the world a better place. Okay? You're a beautiful soul, my darling. You're a beautiful soul. I'm feeling that very much. Hi, Angela Smith. Would you like a card, or do you have a question? Full hour and a half today. I started a little bit late because honestly, I was just wrapped up in the show I was watching. I didn't want to stop watching it. And I thought I'd get it done in time, and then hubby interrupted. And it's not hubby's fault. I could have just stopped and come in, stop the show and come in. So, yeah. Anyone else got a question? Now, I will be doing a live on the 26th of October. Yep, of course you can get a card, my darling. I'll get a card for Angela Smith and go back to what I'm telling you. I'll be doing a live for the next 2 weeks. Listen to your intuitive feelings. Your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. Listen to what your body's telling you. Listen to the messages that are passing through your head. Maybe rest up a little bit, my darling. Have you been pushing it too hard? Because I feel like when I look at this picture, it's like she's settling down for a bit of a nap, settling down for a bit of a rest, because she's been working hard, she's been helping others. But it's like, oh, I think I might take a bit of a rest, a bit of a nap. So maybe it's time to take your foot off the throttle a little bit. Just slow down. Give yourself a little bit of a break. Okay? Just don't push yourself too hard. Hi, J Cat Lady. How are you, my darling? I'll be on next weekend and the following weekend. Okay, I will do a big special on the 26th, a pre-election special. I'm not going to be here during election time. So I won't be doing any coverage over those days. And so just taking a couple of weeks off. Okay. And well, really only be one weekend. But yeah, if I was at home during the election time, I'd be doing some coverage for you, but no. Yeah. But I will do a big pre-election thing, okay? It'll be at least 2 hours. Okay, so have all your pre-election questions. Do you want a candidate, me to look at a specific candidate, have their name, where they're running, okay, what state they're from, and who they're running against, okay, and stuff like that. A card for J Cat Lady. J Cat Lady. Your life purpose involves writing, reading, editing, or selling spiritually based books. If what I'm feeling here is that if this is something you want to do, pursue it, my darling. Pursue it. I know you have a strong bond with animals, and I feel like that should come in somewhere. But if this appeals to you, follow it up and see where it goes. It might just begin and end in front of a typewriter, but pull your heart out, my darling. Pull your heart out. Okay? And you will feel this fulfillment here for you. Whether or not anything ever gets published, but I feel if you really wanted something to get published, it would. So So pour your heart out, my darling. And you will feel a sense of fulfillment within yourself that you may have felt you've lost a little bit. Okay? Okay. I'm going to wrap it up, my darlings. Thank you for joining me. Between the camera going off so hubby can bring me some coffee, between my having to run to the toilet or for a comfort break. Why are cats abandoned more than dogs? They're independent, I think. I don't know. They're not the followers. Sometimes they run away and go back to where they're comfortable. I don't know. They're powerful light workers. And you are a light worker for asking that question, Shelby. They go where they feel they need to go, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that's true. So it's not so much that they're abandoned, it's that they're searching for better. Okay, my darlings, I'm going to go now. Thank you very much for joining me. Remember, stay strong, stay healthy, stay loving. If you're in an area that has been damaged by the hurricane, please stay safe, my darlings. Stick close to your home. Help will come for you in terms of what you need. And please, above all, my darlings, stay laughing. If you laugh every day and if you can laugh with a stranger, I love you all so much. Thank you for your continued support. And I will be doing a members only tomorrow. It will be a 1 hour rather than a half hour because last week just certain events overtook me and I didn't get a members only live done. But it will be 9:30 my time, which will be 9:30 p.m. Eastern time in the US. If you are a member, you'll see the link. You'll see in the messages that you'll be able to come and watch. Hi, Peter. Hello. I'll just stay. I can stay a couple of minutes and say hello to Peter. How are you? I haven't seen your name before, so welcome. You can let us know where you're from and if you would like a angel healing card before I go. I'm just wrapping it up, but as you popped in the last minute, I'm happy to spend a couple of more minutes to say hello. You're from India, so you're a few hours behind me. I'm in Perth in Western Australia, so you're about five odd hours or so behind me. So it's early morning over there. Thank you for joining me. Would you like a angel healing card? Well, of course. You're going roller skating. Okay. Yeah, you'd like a card. Okay. So, heart chakra. The answer you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. Memories of past hurts can be scary, Peter, but open yourself up. It's a good time to start opening yourself up to the idea. And you will be surprised. And take a deep breath, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and open your eyes again and look around you. And I think you will be surprised at what is waiting there for you. Good luck, my darling. I'm thinking of maybe moving my lives to 10 o'clock to 11:30. I'm not sure how you guys would feel about that. It would mean on the West Coast, on the East Coast, a little bit later at night. I think 9:30 is quite late enough, but we'll see how we go. Okay. Yeah, because I seem to have quite a few people coming in right at the last minute, so it's maybe extended. I might extend it a little bit rather than do that. Extend my live for a little bit rather than do that. We'll see. Maybe make it an hour and 45 and see how we go. Anyway, my darlings, I love you all. Stay safe, stay happy, stay laughing. Bye-bye.